is the system and how it works. Food enters your mouth, down the esophagus, into your stomach. Inside your stomach, you have your digestive enzymes breaking down the food. Then food enters your small intestines next. Okay, I'm gonna go live on here. Okay, I did go live. Do you guys know my Rumble is actually working or not? I'm just checking if my Rumble is actually working. Alright, it is working. So ask your questions if you're on my Rumble, okay? And I'm also streaming on Kick, or I'm trying to stream on Kick. It doesn't always work. And yesterday I was on Twitch, and for some reason they kicked me off that platform. Alright, coming back to the presentation. Understand it's a very long piece of pipework. After food goes through your stomach, it enters your small intestines next. Your small intestines is very long. It is 4.5 meters in length. Okay? Followed by the large intestine, another 1.5 meters in length. So this is 4.5, another 1.5 meters in length. Total, you have 6 meters of pipework. Now, there's just so many problems that can happen in this very, very long pipework. And if you're chronically constipated, it's very likely you have a lot of waste material trapped inside this pipework right now. So what you got to do is find ways to resolve that chronic constipation. Most people, many people in the world, they're struggling with a colon looking just like this, compacted with fecal matter, unresolved. They don't know how to get the waste material out, even though they try so many different things over the years, and it's only getting progressively worse. You need to go from the picture on the left to the picture on the right. How do I know this particular market is essentially evergreen? I look at keyword analysis. I looked at how many people are actually searching for constipation relief online in all sorts of different languages. It doesn't matter if you're searching this keyword in English, in French, in Thai, in Chinese, in Portuguese, in Arabic, in Hindi. It does not matter. Year over year, the constipation struggle continues all over the world. So this is a worldwide problem. And chronic constipation, this is you. You're huffing and puffing on that toilet. You're making all the effort in the world. You are praying. Maybe you don't even believe in prayer, but when you are struggling, trying to get a bowel movement going, you start to believe in prayer. After all that work, what does you get? A whole lot of nothing. And when you are dealing with chronic constipation, you're dealing with elimination that is incomplete. So you have residues of old feces. They're building up in layers on the walls of the colon as they putrefy, which means decay and rot. They can cause health problems, pain, and discomfort. Now, I'm going to share a lot of liabilities concerns later, but this is kind of jolt you out of your stupor. Because many people, you let this thing sit for so long, you think that it's not a big problem. I'm only chronically constipated 1 to 2 days at a time, 2 to 3 days at a time. Listen, you should be going to the bathroom every single day, multiple times a day. If you're eating multiple times a day, you should be going multiple times a day. Let's say if you are eating still 3 meals a day, but you're only going once a week, that means you're only using the bathroom 52 times in a year. Don't you think you're going to have other problems? What we have here is an example of toxic megacolon, whether a patient is struggling with chronic constipation for a very, very long time. What happens is that the colon continues to compact with fecal matter and it continues to dilate. When you have that much stress in your colon, so much pressure, it's going to push against other organs, give you additional inflammation, give you additional gas and bloating, all sorts of problems ups and down. We want to recognize these problems early If you're not going to the bathroom every single day, you need to do whatever you can to resolve this problem. Now I'm going to share a simple protocol with y'all that I've been using over 5+ years. I taught this to my own family members, taught this to hundreds of people all over the world. There's a link in my description so you guys can check out different products and services that I offer. I have programs that you can purchase, which is just digital products. You guys can just continue just to look at the videos, follow the step-by-step. I also have some pre-PDFs that I also offer one-on-one coaching with this as well. For those of y'all, you gotta get on a Zoom call with me, kind of like this, so I can really figure out and target what is your roadmap to success. Over here, you have apple cider vinegar. You want to get ones without any sugar added. Next, you're going to pick some citrus fruits. You can use limes, lemons, or grapefruit. Grapefruits are the best tasting. That's the one I highly recommend my clients to buy. Next, you're going to buy some fine grain pink salt. It's got to be fine grain. And you also can use food grade Epsom salt as a substitute. There are different ways that you can get this done. You're either using pink salt or you're buying yourself some Epsom salt, food grade Epsom salt. Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate. Now, when people are chronically constipated, they talk a lot about magnesium citrate. I can't speak intelligently on that product because I never used it before. But I've used pink salt quite a bit over the years, and I've also used magnesium sulfate as well. So for those of y'all, you're worried about the sodium content, because in the pink salt there is sodium. But what's amazing about the Epsom salt, it doesn't have any sodium. It's just magnesium sulfate. So something you want to consider, but you want to make sure you're buying the food grade Epsom salt. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to get some other equipment. Every single week, this is your go-to. I've been doing this once a week for over 5 years. I have a kit set up in my kitchen, so I'm not trying to search and trying to look for these items because it's all kept in the same place. Okay, so over here you have a bottle of water. Bottle of water is over 2 liters in volume. Next, get yourself a metal mesh strainer. Okay, just get yourself another one, even though you may have one already. Here's a single press squeezer, okay, for your limes, lemons, or grapefruit. Over here, you want to get yourself some measuring cups. You want to find ones that say the amount of milliliters on them. There are different measuring spoons that are being sold all over the world. And some of them, they are just different than Western. So you want to get measuring spoons that are being used in the West where they say the amount of milliliters on them, okay. Over here, apple cider vinegar, pink salt, and over here, this is a stainless steel thermos. The stainless steel thermos has a volume over 1 liter. Over here, here's another coffee mug, also stainless steel. Now I'm going to teach you how to mix all these ingredients in the stainless steel thermos, okay? First thing you got to do, just take a quick look at this recipe. You want to give yourself some time of fasting. Let's just say if you're going to do this protocol on a Saturday, Friday night, you're finishing dinner around 7:30 p.m. You can still have liquids after dinner, but you're not eating any late night snacks. You're not eating more junk food on top of the meal you've ate. Okay, so after 7:30, don't eat anything. Next morning when you wake up on Saturday, don't eat breakfast. You can still have some water, but at 11 a.m. on an empty stomach, you're gonna make this in the stainless steel thermos, okay? You're gonna add 1 tablespoon and 2 teaspoons of pink salt, okay? So 1 tablespoon, 15 ml. Each teaspoon is 5 ml. So total, you have 25 milliliters of salt total. If you're not using pink salt, you're using food grade Epsom salt. Next, you're going to cut and squeeze 3 lemons or limes, or get 1 grapefruit, cut it up, and you want to squeeze it through the single press squeezer and filter it through the metal mesh strainer. There's no pulp, no seeds. I want to make sure this solution is smooth. Okay, it goes down through you, smooth. All right. Next, you're going to add a 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar. It's going to be about 60 ml. It's going to say exactly how much it is on the measuring cup. Going to add 2.5 cups of hot water in the stainless steel thermos. So over here, you're just putting all these items in the stainless steel thermos. You guys understand? Add 2.5 cups of hot water and stir. Okay, stir, stir, stir. You can stir for 35 seconds, 45 seconds. Make sure that salt dissolves evenly in the stainless steel thermos. So that's got to be hot water. Since it's winter time, I highly recommend you guys just add another cup of hot water. Okay, so the volume of this salt flush solution is going to be over 1 liter, right around 1 liter, 1000 cc. Okay, now when you first start dealing with this, you may be a little bit too hot. You may not drink it right away. This is black coffee. You're preparing it separately, also in a stainless steel cup. Notice how all these items on my desk, you cannot break any of these items on my desk. What we're going to do, we're going to produce such a laxative effect. You're going to be run to the bathroom quite often. In the process of doing so, you may be knocking things over. Okay, I do not recommend you guys use anything glass. When you're doing anything, you just got to think about liabilities concerns. If you're using glass, now you're subject to thermal shock because you're pouring hot water to a glass pitcher, right? Or you're knocking things over when you run into the bathroom. Now you have all these liquids and glass all over the floor. You may trip over that glass and hurt yourself on your way to the bathroom. Now you got glass stuck to your body, but you're still shitting out of your behind. You understand? Then you go to the ER. The ER can't figure you out because you're still shitting out of your behind, but you still got glass all over your body. And you're like, doctor's asking you, what the hell did you do to yourself? And you said, I don't know what happened. I watched this guy on YouTube. So that's why I'm telling you, I don't know you, okay? You're on your own. You are on your own. So you got the water, self-flush solution, and here's black coffee, prepared separately. Also optional. If you guys want to screenshot this, you can, all right? Next part, I want you guys to get relaxed. Get as relaxed as possible. It's important that you guys get into a deep breathing, meditative state. And the way how I do it, I listen to Rachmaninoff, Piano Concerto 2, Movement 2. That's what I listen to. You guys can listen to something else. And you are just breathing through the nose, but you want to make sure that you can feel your stomach rise up and down. That deep diaphragm breathing that most people aren't doing. Most people are not doing this deep type of breathing. They're always anxious. They have a lot of shallow breathing, and that adds to a lot of stress. And also, I would say, cortisol, right? And over here, I'm going to teach you guys a little bit how to drink this down, because there is a technique to this. You may find other protocols online and they're telling you, oh, you got to finish as fast as possible. Do not do that, because the way how I prepared it is different than how other people have prepared it. Okay, they're telling you to finish it fast. I'm telling you to finish it slow. You can take 45 minutes, you can take an hour, take an hour and a half, I don't care. But there's a specific way how you're going to drink this down. It's going to maximize your chance of success. I want you guys to be successful your first run doing this. That will give you the motivation to do it, in the future. Because this is just part of my weekly routine now. I've been doing it for over 5 years. Taught this to myself, family members, and those are hundreds of people all over the world. Okay? Not just in the English language, but also in Chinese. In the future, I may get my videos translated to different languages, broadcast this thing out. First thing you're going to do, you're going to take this bottle of water, you're going to take a tiny sip. I did not tell you to drink this water, I'm telling you to take a tiny sip. A tiny sip that kind of coats over your tongue or in your teeth. Okay. Next, you're going to take a small gulp of the self-flush solution, drinking it down. You may not like the taste. That's why I'm telling you guys to take a tiny sip of the water first. If you do not like the taste of the self-flush solution, I have another thing you want to get. This is a stainless steel straw. You want to go buy a stainless steel straw, okay? And you can use these over and over again. You can take them to camping. You can take them, anywhere that you go, right? Very eco-friendly, right? So you want to use a stainless steel straw. You don't want to use plastic because the solution is way too hot. That's why you got to use stainless steel straw. And that's going to help you avert the taste. Because many people, when they first start doing this protocol, they don't like the taste. And that kind of stops them from doing this protocol for future reference. But I've been doing it over 5 years. The taste doesn't bother me at all, at all. So tiny sip of the water, a slightly bigger gulp of the selfless solution, putting it down. Then you're gonna reward yourself with a tiny sip of the black coffee. It's a familiar taste. So you can give you a little bit of motivation so you can do this again and again. Okay? Repeating steps 1 through 3. So step 1, sip on the bottled water, hold it in your mouth, take a bigger gulp of the selfless solution, drinking it down, sipping on black coffee, optional, repeating steps 1 through 3. But your goal is to finish the self-flush solution first. Many people that make the mistake of drinking both the water and the self-flush solution down at the same time. Incorrect. That's wrong. You're gonna mess yourself up. That's way too much liquids. You're gonna feel extremely bloated and uncomfortable. No. So that's why I'm saying this is a process. You listen to some classical music, deep breathing, get yourself a stainless steel straw, okay? Steps 1 through 3, 1 through 3, 1, 2, 3. But your goal is to finish the self-flush solution first. What happens is that, why do we fast? I want to make sure you guys fast so there's no food that's going to obstruct the self-flush solution going through your pipe. What pipe? Your small and large intestines. You're drinking this down, it's going to be in your stomach, and when you're first drinking it for the first time, your stomach doesn't even know what it is. So they could be very anxious about it, and the more relaxed you are, then the self-flush solution is going to enter your small intestines. Begin cleaning out the small intestines first. The small intestines is 4.5 meters, and it has a surface area of a football field. Think about all the food you've eaten all over the years, the McDonald's, the Bojangles, the Cracker Barrel, Burger Kings, Taco Bells, frozen pizzas, Pizza Hut, Costco food samples, all the microplastics you've eaten all over the years. All that remnants is still stuck somewhere inside the small intestine, and you need to find a way to get all that trash out. Many of you have problems absorbing, assimilating real nutrients because your small intestine is so caked up with a layer of debris. So there's no nutrients that you eat. The best supplements that you eat will never be assimilated inside your body. That waste material is going to gradually get pushed into your large intestine. Okay, so this is a process. What you guys got to do is just go through these steps 1 through 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Finish the self-flush solution first. Get into that deep diaphragm breathing. You can even watch some YouTube videos. Watch some YouTube videos, kind of distract your mind, thinking about something else. But don't forget, your job is still to finish the self-flush solution first. Okay, don't let it get cool. Because if it gets too cool, I want you to heat it back up and keep on drinking it. When the time comes, okay, after you finish the self-flush solution, you're gonna have this unction to use the bathroom. You guys understand? And when you have that feel, you want to use the bathroom, just go. Now, if you're sitting on the toilet, nothing is coming out, just relax. Get back up again. Get back up and just, you can do some light stretching. You can walk around the house, okay? And eventually, you're gonna have that feeling to use the bathroom. And it's different for everybody. Okay, if you're really backed up, the process is gonna take longer. If you're not as backed up, okay, this will be a lot smoother for you. So I'm gonna just check through all my social media, see if there are any questions for me. All right. So now we're going to talk about their particular milestones when you're getting the waste material out of your body. First of all, your solids are going to first come out. Solids are first going to come out, and eventually it's going to transition over to soft poop. Okay? And over time, it's going to transition to really, really soft poop. Depends on how backed up you are. When all these logs begin to come out, you may see some really, really dark logs. I'm talking about pitch black, kind of like the color of my shirt. Because many people, y'all are so backed up, your colon is never really getting a proper exit of the number 2. Only the middle portion is getting some type of movement, getting some waste material out. But for many individuals out there who are chronically constipated, the colon wall is completely caked up with waste material. And that's what the sulfur solution is going to do. It's going to help you eliminate that waste material. And when it gets really, really moving, I'm talking about water coming out really, really soft, kind of like this dark brown liquid coming out. I want you to continue to drink this water down, okay, safely. There's still plenty of water here. You're adding more water pressure to the top of your digestive system to really punch out all the waste material from both the small and large intestines. You guys understand? So that's the process. You guys want to create this diarrhea tsunami where you're just blasting out waste material that you've never seen before. You have no idea how much stuff is trapped inside of your body. You might even find yourself some watermelon seeds, but you haven't been eating any watermelons the last 2 months. You guys understand? And the smell of this waste material coming out, it is absolutely horrendous. That's why I recommend y'all to get yourself a fan, get some type of ventilation, warn your family and loved ones in advance, because it's that awful. It is absolutely awful. When you're using the bathroom, I highly recommend just going to the store, buy yourself a stool, or make yourself one, as long as it is safe. Human beings, we're designed to use the bathroom in a squatting position, not at this 90 degree the modern toilet tells us to use the bathroom. The modern toilet, this is the culprit of many digestive problems, because we're not designed to use the bathroom at that angle. So over time, people are never getting a proper exit of that number 2. There's always some remnants of waste material sitting at the very tail end of their colorectal area. And that inflammation is going to compound over the years, right? Because you're not getting a proper exit. And look into this. This is a squatty potty, but you don't have to buy this. You can get any stool and it's going to work just fine, just fine. So that's the first part of the presentation where I'm teaching you guys get the waste material out of the body, okay? And you want to follow through on my set of directions very, very carefully. There's a link tree URL in my description so you guys can find different protocols, okay? So this is my main program, the DABOT, the Summer Bot Challenge, Transformation Challenge. If you want to learn a detox, which will help you out with your weight loss goals, this is the one, guys. I know a lot of you can't believe, but years ago, I could not lose weight, even though I was working out hard at the gym, okay? I was having a lot of weight loss rebound, never really getting to a really, really shredded physique that I've always wanted, right? And many of you, you're trapped in the same pattern. You have the workout plans. You have that personal trainer. You're putting in the hard work, okay? But after all that hard work, what did you get? You get more weight loss rebound, and you may lose a couple pounds here and there, but you'll gain it all back and some, and then some. So I'm telling y'all, most weight loss methods out there, they fail absolutely, because they don't know how to get the waste material out of their body. When you begin to clean out your body from the inside out, you are going to increase your metabolism. Now, most people, they don't believe me when I tell things like this. When you have a lot of trash stuck in your body's moving a lot slower. It's having a very tough time processing things, okay? It's always lacking in oxygen. okay? And you don't have that sense of vibrancy, you don't have that energy, okay? And oftentimes, if you're chronically constipated, you're dealing with a whole bunch of emotional roller coasters up and down, right? What I'm telling y'all, you guys can get this program, okay? If you want to get on a coaching call with me, certainly do so, because I can learn a little bit about you and what you're currently struggling with and the path that you need to take that's going to help you achieve success. Because everyone's a little bit different when it comes to recovering their own personal health. But back to my presentation. Next, you get the small and large intestines cleaned out. Okay, this is the poo milestones. You want to recoat back up your small and large intestines with probiotics. I don't care what kind of probiotics you use, as long you find it to be very, very helpful for you. And after you take probiotics, what it's going to do is going to recoat back up your stomach, your small intestines, and large intestines with good probiotics. Probiotics is a microbiome, it's a layer of protection over your digestive tract. You need this stuff. Next, the first thing you want to be putting down is also electrolytes. It could be a combination of coconut water, watermelons, okay, fruit juices. It could be sports drinks. Now, a lot of sports drinks are just nasty, full of chemicals, but you can make your own sports drinks. You can make your own Gatorade. So you want to replenish right back up your sodium, chloride, potassium, calcium, magnesium. There are electrolyte powders there on the market. I haven't used any of this. I'm just telling y'all, you got to do whatever you got to do to replenish up your electrolytes. Because as you are blasting out all this waste material, and the water color should become lighter and lighter. When it first comes out, it's very, very dark. Then it becomes light brown. Then it becomes yellow. And for some of you, you may even get to very, very clear water, right? In the process of doing so, you're also washing out a lot of your electrolytes so that you got to replenish back up, okay? Get your body right. And you don't want to be eating things right away. You can eat some crackers, you can eat some congee, eat very, very soft foods, and see how your body feels. If your body is tired, let it rest, okay? Because for most of your life, you'd be eating and you never got this small and large intestines cleaned out. Now it has the ability to finally rest and restore. And that's what a lot of y'all need to do. You need to let this small and large intestines just completely rest without food, okay? You're going to be okay because you've already replenished your body with probiotics and electrolytes. You're going to be perfectly fine. You may not even feel hungry after you do this, okay? So I want to go through my social media, see if you guys have any questions for me before we talk about the next segment, which is liabilities concerns. Okay. So let me just check if my streams are still working. They may not be working anymore. Give me 1 second. So kick isn't always working. I'm okay with that. Alright, as long as YouTube is working, I don't care. So next we're going to talk about liabilities concerns. I briefly mentioned about toxic megacolon earlier. This is life-threatening complication, inflammatory bowel diseases, and it can get extremely problematic because the doctors are removing your whole colon. What do they remove? They remove this whole piece right here, okay? And there are many procedures they got lined up for you. You guys understand, okay? Don't think that, oh, I'm going to be okay after the surgery. No, you're going to have other problems. Over here, this is a left hemicolectomy. It was a very common procedure. So doctors tell you the descending portion of your colon needs to be removed, so they remove it. And then they just rejoin the remaining sections, like it's a plug-and-play USB port. Over here, you also have a disease section of colon removed, this tail end portion. And what the doctors do, they install a stoma, which is a hole that they create in the abdominal wall, which allows waste to leave the body. So over here, you're going to have to manage this bag for the rest of your life. You have to decide in advance if this is something that you want, okay? The best time to really work on your health is when you're young and relatively healthy. You got to recognize the early signs. You may be 23, 24, 25 years old. I don't care how old you are, but you are experiencing a minor form of chronic constipation. You can't just set that aside and think, oh, this is not important for me, I'm going to ignore it. If you ignore that, you're going to have more problems down the line. This is what you can expect. But most people, they wait until the situation is so severe. The doctors, they're going to really give you that pressure and tell you, oh, this is what you have to do going forward. Over here, this is a right hemicolectomy. Right hemicolectomy is they remove this ascending portion of your colon. This is where the small intestine is connected to your colon. And over here, that's your appendix, okay? So they remove this portion, more plug and play, they got the small intestines reattached to the large intestines. Now you're going to have bowel movements. Over here, this is called an ileoanal anastomosis. So the doctors, they remove your colon completely, kind of like this patient over here. They're using the remaining portion of your small intestines and they create a J pouch around your anus so you can continue to have bowel movements out of your butt, okay? But the problem with this is simply that you are likely going to have several watery bowel movements daily. You may have very tough time controlling your bowel movements, okay? One of the functions of the large intestine is that it draws out water from the fecal formation, from the feces formation. So right now, it just goes straight through your small intestine and out the back. Over here, this is a lady. She was only 23, but she was struggling with a lot of colon problems. Her colon was completely displaced. You can see her colon is looping inside of her. It distorted, it's taken on a different form. Goes up, loops down, and loops back up again into her chest. Very problematic. So you don't have to be old to experiencing these type of problems. You could be very, very young, in your early 20s, and struggling with chronic constipation, all sorts of colon problems. Diverticulitis is also very common. These are pouches or just pockets of inflammation that can take place in your colon, okay? And most people, when you go to the doctor, they always tell you, oh, the reason why you're dealing with this is because you're not eating enough fiber, okay? You're not eating enough fiber, that's why you have this problem. I'm not a doctor, I'm just telling you, I don't recommend that. Eating more fiber on top of chronic constipation is a recipe for disaster. Because you can't even get rid of the waste material sitting inside of you right now. You're going to eat more fiber on top of all that. The doctor's going to tell you, okay, this is a result of eating higher fat and red meat, not enough exercise, taking non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, aspirin, ibuprofen, steroids, opioids, and smoking. Okay, what are some of the symptoms people experience? This could be tenderness in the abdomen, nausea, vomiting, chills, cramps in the lower abdomen, constipation, diarrhea, rectal bleeding. Ulcerative colitis, also very common. People dealing with different flare-ups. These flare-ups comes in the form of diarrhea, bloody stools, abdominal cramping, weight loss, and most treatments include medications and surgery. So now your colon has this ulcerative surface, and what most doctors do in situations like this, they prescribe corticosteroids or immunosuppressants. What these drugs do, they suppress the immune response, so in the short term, you're not experiencing symptom flare-ups. But did you really resolve the root of the problem, right? Crohn's disease. Here we have diarrhea, stomach aches or cramps, blood in the stool, tiredness or fatigue. Okay, this is another IBD, inflammatory bowel diseases. This is taking place in both the small and large intestine. Once again, they give you corticosteroids, most likely for a situation like this. Now, a lot of people may be dealing with rectal prolapse because they've been straining on the toilet for a very long time. Believe me, there are millions and millions of people around the world every single day. There's this begging to God to have a proper bowel movement. They're sitting on the toilet. Every single day is a fight. Every single day is a struggle, okay? And over time, they're straining on the toilet. That rectum is going to prolapse. It's going to push out. And if it's not taken care of, you may be ending up with the different anal abscesses and fistulas. So these are infected cavity filled with pus near the anus or rectum, all right? Now, you can also get a combination of hemorrhoids, all right? Hemorrhoids could be internal or external. You're dealing with pain, itching, rectal bleeding, all right? So most people, and a lot of doctors says, well, you got to see more fiber. Listen, there's so many people doing that, they're still not getting their problem resolved, okay? Or you're getting anal fissures. These are splits and cracks around the anal colorectal area. And if you go to a proctologists, they're waiting for you. They got their gloves ready to fix you up. Now, these are highly specialized medical doctors, but they only focus on your colorectal area. They're going to put on their latex gloves and start to examine you. They're going to say, oh, we are looking at some internal, external hemorrhoids. You got some prolapse. We'll be able to patch that up, all right? You got some anal fissures. Don't worry, we know how to patch it up as well. Now, did you really resolve the root of the problem? Always ask yourself, am I just treating the root of the problem? If you're still chronically constipated on top, right? The proctologists, they're fixing down here. If you don't have this resolved, if you cannot go from the picture on the left to the picture on the right, you're going to get new hemorrhoids. I don't care if it's internal, external. You're going to get new anal fissures, fistulas, abscesses, prolapses across the board. That's why they don't want you to fix this comprehensively, that you really take control back over your own health, your own life, where you are finding different ways to clean yourself from the inside out. Now, my protocol may not be the right protocol for everyone, so that's why you need to use your own gift of discernment. You need to be very discerning. In the process of doing so, if this is not right for you, it's not right for you. Now, this is something maybe off your radar screen, but I want to let you guys know that it is out there. It's not available in every city. You have to look it up. This is a colon hydrotherapy, or they call it, yeah, a colonic. You can look up the word colonic or colon hydrotherapy. This is something that you want to go, and the colon hydrotherapist is going to have you lay down here on this apparatus with your feet kicked up. And what they're going to do next, they're going to insert hot water through your rectum to help clean out your large intestines. Because a lot of y'all, you need to begin here because you're very, very backed up in your colon. You need to divide and conquer this waste material. You guys understand? Instead of doing my protocol right away, you may go to the colon hydrotherapist a couple times in a week so they can perform this procedure on you, putting in that hot water to break up these chunks of waste material stuck in your colon so they can gradually get moved out of your body. There are many videos online now, thankfully to YouTube, TikTok. You'll find many videos online. Different clinics are promoting their services, and you can actually see the type of material that's coming out. I'm telling you, you're going to see more than just waste material. You may find internal parasites, different internal parasites, causing additional obstruction in your digestive tract, and you're wondering why just taking a bunch of laxatives or eating more fiber is not fixing your chronic constipation. Okay? There are many things that are currently not on your radar screen when it comes to your health. We need to humble ourselves and to continue to explore. I don't care how much progress I've made over the years. I know there's always another level of health that I can unlock if I continue to pursue that knowledge and also to apply that knowledge. It's not enough just to know a few things, read a few books here. Now, I've met a lot of amazing people over the years regarding naturopathic health, okay, regarding detox. And every step along the way, I try to incorporate what they taught. Now, I did not incorporate everything because not everything works for me, okay? So some of y'all, you just gotta learn more and put together the roadmap for yourself. You guys understand? So I'm gonna go through my social media, see if you have any questions. All right, so the next part, I'm going to stand up a little bit. I've been sitting down for quite some time. Maybe you can't see me, that's fine. So I'm going to just touch base on internal parasites because they're very, very real, okay? So a lot of y'all don't know what type of risks you're exposing yourself if you have pets. All right, if you're drinking contaminated water, if you're eating raw vegetables, okay, if you're eating a lot of raw meats or undercooked meats, you're putting yourself at risk. Parasites are extremely real. They're going to cause a lot of obstruction in your digestive tract. And every single day, you need to learn about internal parasites. Maybe you learn one new parasite per day. So in 30 days, you will know about 30 different parasites. Over here we have salmon found in Whole Foods market. People are finding worms inside the salmon. Over here in Costco, salmon as well. Now some of them, they're just extremely small. You're not going to be able to see them, or you're only ingesting the eggs. People like to buy these products, take it back home, and then have their cute little sushi parties. And you're wondering why you're having all sorts of digestive problems after you eat these products. And you never go on a cleanse. You don't know how to do a cleanse. You don't know how to get your waste material, get the parasites out of your body. Now, there are different parasite museums all over the world. This one in Japan, it has 60,000 specimens. Okay, this is one museum. United States also has a national parasite collection. This collection has over 100,000 cataloged. Want you guys to learn about different parasites. This is the liver fluke. You got the pinworm, tapeworms, and also roundworms. You can look online and study their life cycle. How do they work their way up through the food chain and begin to attack you? Why do they like to attack the liver? The liver is a storage of vitamins and minerals. Okay, not only it regulates blood sugar levels, it filters the blood, it has 500 other functions, and it also stores essential vitamins and minerals. That's why liver flukes, they love to target the liver to extract its nutrients. Over here, you have different worms that can attack your kidneys. So it's different types of parasite. They will target different organs in your body. Look these up. Don't believe anything that I say. Go look them up for yourself. If you're into fancy foods such as steak tartare, this is completely raw. Okay, this is the French version. They have a Korean version here. Korean barbecues. A lot of places they give you a time limit, right? So you're actually rushing through a lot of cooking. When you're rushing through cooking, you're gonna miss, all right? And a lot of the Korean barbecue is pork, right? That pork belly marinated, and you're gonna get a lot of tapeworms in you. Over here in Asia, we also have plenty of pork products here. We like to eat our hot pots. We love to eat sushi, sashimi. Also, we like to eat intestinal products, very common here in Asia. Go talk to those ladies. Go talk to those guys that prepare those dishes every single day. 大肠面线, okay? Every single day, they are cleaning out those intestines and they are finding a whole lot of worms, okay? Because these worms, they are everywhere. They are very good at doing two things. Number one, survival. Number two, replication. You guys understand? That's what they're good at. They're known for doing two things extremely well. Number one, replication. Number two, is survival. Okay. The more you learn about internal parasites, you understand these are actually apex predators. They're very, very good. Now I can call them predators, but I can also see them as decomposers, because one of the criterias that they really like is a filthy environment. If your colon is completely caked up with fecal matter you can't get rid of, then it provides an environment for internal parasites to thrive. Tapeworms, very, very common. You guys can study the life cycle. Different species of tapeworms. You have ones for beef, ones for pork. You also have tapeworms that are found in fish. Tapeworms are hermaphrodites, okay? So they're very good. That reproduction system, reproduction cycle, you guys can study out their anatomy, okay? I'm always telling people, you just have to assume you have parasites now. If you've never done a cleanse, okay, you're having digestive problems, it's very likely you have some form of parasites in you right now. And they're going to gang up on you if you don't fix it. This is somebody in Thailand. They pulled out a tapeworm that was over 50 feet, close to 18 meters. If you're dealing with pets, you have a lot of cute little pets. They have parasites too. You have to find a way to get them cleaned up. Or you can find naturopathic veterinarians. They can formulate the right formula for your cats and dogs. Because there are herbal products out there that can eliminate internal parasites. Now, some people, they make the argument of that, well, you have internal parasites, but they're there just to clean things up. They help remove the mercury, the heavy metals from your body. That could be true, all right? At the same time, you got to see how strong your body is. If your body is at a very weakened state, okay, you're on corticosteroid therapy, which means that your body is weakened by these corticosteroid therapies. You're suppressing your immune system. In a suppressed immune system, parasites thrive. And they might even go outside of your digestive tract and give you neurocysticercosis. These are parasites inside a person's brain. Okay, pinworms are very common. They usually attack right around the anus. According to PubMed, okay, this is affecting almost 1 billion people worldwide from all socioeconomic classes. So this is not just for, some people in a very, very developing country. No. These are roundworms. Roundworms are also very common in your pets, rabbits, ducks. And some people, they keep ducks as pets, rabbits as pets, right? Once again, white blood cells, if you're on corticosteroid therapy, you're going to be in trouble because these white blood cells, they're not going to work eliminating the internal parasites. And at some point, okay, these parasites are going to gain up on you because you have more inflammation and they continue to thrive in that inflammatory environment. And you're going to go to the doctors, you're going to have to get these surgical procedures to remove these parasites out of your body. Okay, so here we have clove bud. You guys can look into these: clove bud, wormwood, Vermox. These are different medications or herbals that you can get to eliminate internal parasites. Black walnut and wormwood, Panicker C for your dogs. Okay, of course you got to work with your vet. None of this is professional medical advice because some cats, they take this, they can get extremely sick. Over here you have albendazole. This is prescription strength. There are many products on the market. You have to find the winning combination for yourself. I rotate through different products. Okay, that's what I do, but I'm not saying you're going to have to do what I do. But first of all, instead of worrying about internal parasites, you want to get the waste material out of the body first. If you don't have that confidence, if you don't have that consistency in, you can't go from the picture on the left to the picture on the right on a consistent basis. Don't think about eliminating internal parasites just yet. Some people, they try to jump through their detox routines or jump through detox protocols a little bit too quick, right? Let's just say if they jump into eliminating internal parasites, but they can't even fix this, that means right now they have waste material and also a whole bunch of dead parasites sitting inside of them they can't get rid of. And all that waste material continues to putrefy in your small and large intestines. So food in, garbage out. Okay, you're eating food in, garbage out. Regular basis, you got to get regular. KPI, key performance indicator for your health, just like you're brushing your teeth, okay, every single day. You need to have bowel movements every single day. Do that first. So I just want to check on my social media, see if you guys have any questions for me. So if you're on my YouTube, don't be shy. Any questions, just let me know. Be happy to help answer any questions you may have. Okay? So today we cover a lot of material. I talked about how you can prepare the soft flush protocol. All right, how you can clean out your small and large intestines combined. And next, we talk about internal parasites, many different products on the market. And you gotta, after you can clean your small and large intestines regularly, then you think about getting the internal parasites out of your body, okay, on a regular basis. And I'm just another regular guy. For many years, I could not lose weight. Tried to lose weight. Went to the gym 5 times a week. Had a personal trainer, workout plans. Could not lose weight. All that dieting, it only works a little bit. But if your body is not in sync, if your body has trouble getting the waste material out of the body, or if you're dealing with internal parasites, you're going to weight loss rebound. Because parasites, they have an appetite too. It depends on how many parasites you have in your body. The more parasites you have in your body, the more they're going to scream at you to eat foods that you know they're bad for you. Coming back to the picture of the tapeworm, right? Just imagine you have thousands and thousands of tapeworms sitting in your body right now, and they're multiplying on top of you because your reproductive system works so well. This is the rostellum. They're hooked on to your small and large intestines. Some of them can even go outside of your digestive tract. Every single day, they're hooking onto your body and they're telling you what to eat all the time. So that's why you will not lose weight, okay? Getting the waste material out, recognizing that why most weight loss methods, they fail absolutely. All right, this is my protocol. I've helped hundreds of people all over the world. What are people experiencing? Weight loss, improved digestive health, increased energy levels, enhanced self-confidence, reduced brain fog, better body odor control. Listen, guys, many of y'all, you have the worst body odor. You don't even know it. Maybe people have been giving you hints for a long time, all right? But it doesn't matter, even if you use the best detergents, even if you use the best cologne, there is a smell that exudes through your skin. Because many people, you have chronic constipation. That's going to affect your whole aura, right? As you sweat, you're dealing with chronic constipation, that waste material is going to exude. Another word for exude is to ooze, O-O-Z-E. It's going to leach out of your body. Confidence in your appearance, right? Improved overall health. Okay, so talking about if you are looking for a reduced inflammation, you're looking for better sleep, enhanced immune function. I know I'm saying a lot, right? But this is what I personally experienced. Myself, my family members, and hundreds of people all over the world. Long-term wellness. There are people, they're just watching my videos online, okay? And they're very successful with my program because I explain this in such great detail, right? They continue to bless me with a purchase or two. Over here, it's my good friend in Italy, my friend from Malaysia, and people are buying my programs. I've also helped many people here in Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, China. If you can speak Mandarin Chinese, you find my videos online, and you actually follow through, you're probably going to be very, very blessed. Okay, so I have so many testimonials, and this is Colton. Colton even used my protocol. Most people don't want to share. Here's the thing, most people are shy. Like most people, I don't have a chronic constipation problem. You know, I don't want to be highlight. I don't want to be on video. So just send me a text, kind of like a testimonial. So what you guys got to do, there's a link tree. If you look in my descriptions, right? Just click more. There's my programs, and inside here you'll find different things. This is my main program. Now, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you want to fill out this health questionnaire first. Okay? Either going here or going here, you're going to have to fill this out. Either you're going to get a coaching call with me or fill this questionnaire. And if you're serious about it, you want to fill this out to the best of your ability. So you click on fill out this questionnaire. I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of stuff, right? Because your roadmap to success is going to be different for different people. So what is your goal? All right? So are you looking for detox digestive system? Do you want to lose weight, parasite cleanse, liver and gallbladder cleanse, kidney cleanse? How often do you have bowel movements? Okay, so you tell me how many bowel movements are you having? Have you done a parasite cleanse, yes or no? On a scale of 1 to 10, rate the importance of fixing your current health. Most people, they're like, it can wait, I don't care. Or they're like, listen, this is desperate, I need help today, right? I want you to share with me what you'd like to fix regarding your health. You want to be as descriptive as possible. your discomforts, timing, flare-ups, include information regarding your current nutrition, exercise, movement, sleep pattern, be detailed as possible. If you have any questions for me, what is your name? Email so we can stay in touch. And I'm gonna make this required so I can hit you up in your DMs, because some people, when I email them, it ends up in their spam box for whatever reason. So sometimes you hit me up on my DMs, I hit you right back. I'll be a much smoother for you. For those of y'all, you watch my free videos online, you benefited from my program. Tips are very welcome. All right. Here's this other program. This is a one-on-one coaching with me. This is 30 days. You guys can look into that if you're interested. Over here we have PDFs. Over here you guys can also get very, very inexpensive PDFs. No BS guide to digestive system, all secret. This is another PDF. Get rid of internal parasites, better skin, and lose weight. This is another PDF. Improve your liver health, increase energy and sex drive. A lot of people are losing their sex drive, okay, because your liver health, it is so off. So I'm gonna, with a very simple PDF, you guys can learn how to improve your liver health. Now this is not an easy protocol. Now this protocol I just created, this is the liver and gallbladder cleanse. I can talk about this in a separate presentation. But in this program, I teach you guys how to clean out your gallbladder. You guys understand? Because a lot of y'all, you don't even know what a gallbladder is. So when you go to the doctors, they say, right? I don't care if it's MRI, I don't care if it's a CAT scan, I don't care if it's an X-ray. You have no idea what we're looking at. So in this program, I will first teach you what is your liver and gallbladder. We're going to talk about human anatomy. If you want to clean out your gallbladder, because the gallbladder may be stuck with a whole bunch of gallstones, right? So you want to zoom in a little bit more and learn about the functions of your liver. Your liver is the largest internal organ that you have. It filters blood 24/7, 365, okay? And over here I have a gallbladder. Gallbladder produces bile, which is going to help you break down fats, which is going to help you assimilate fat-soluble vitamins. If you zoom in a little bit closer, you can see all these different ducts are connected to the common bile duct. There are so many things, intricate details to this. Now, I've done this protocol 50 times, okay? I have released so many gallstones out of the gallbladder. Not only that, I know it is possible to also flush out intrahepatic stones. There are different stones that could be lodged inside your liver right now. Your liver, it is a filter. That's what it is. And over time, it can get very congested with waste material. That is his blood going through again and again and again, right? Just like if you take your motorbike for an oil change, the mechanic changes the oil, but they also change the filter. Now, if you don't want to go for a liver transplant, you're going to have find a way to actually clean out your liver. I've done this 50 times, all right? I know this process very, very well. Now, is this process comfortable? Hell no. None of this is comfortable. Sometimes it can seem very time consuming, but what choices do you have? Do you want to improve your health or not? Do you want to go to the next level of your health? You're either progressing, improving your health, or you're just spiraling down. That's how it works, okay? So most people, they just wait until their situation is so severe, their gallbladder completely full of stones. Now they have to go to the doctor, and the doctors, the only thing that they do, the only thing they know how to do is to remove the gallbladder completely, right? And many celebrities, they go out and get this done, and I just don't think this is for me, all right? I'm very grateful that I know how to get this done, and my body has improved tremendously. Now, if you want to look further into this, the book you guys want to be reading is by Andreas Moritz. So this is the guy that I read. I follow through on his protocol, but I have my own adaptation to it, because after reading through his book, there are certain pieces where I felt where it was incomplete. Okay, so how do I make it even better? How do I improve upon this protocol? So over here, they recommend you go do a colon hydrotherapy after. Now, if you don't have access to one of those centers, how do you do this at home? So I do everything at home. I don't need to go to a colon hydrotherapist. I don't need to do any of that. And I can get the gallstones out of the body. Right? The more that you learn, the more that you apply, you have a much better chance. Because the doctors, they're not going to teach you this information at all. And if you share this type of information with them, they're just going to call you a quack. They're going to make fun of you, okay? Because their scope of awareness, their scope of understanding on this topic is very limited, right? I'm trying to expand out. I want to learn what they do, but I also want to learn are there natural ways to get this done. Next, I've also improved the conditions of my kidneys, especially the last couple of months. I've been working with this detox tea, right? So before I have problems with my kidneys, I'm going to assume I may have kidney stones that are developing in my kidneys now. Why do I have to wait until the problem is so severe where the kidneys are completely inflamed? I'm having problems all up and down my urinary tract. Because you study your urinary system, right? At the top, you have your kidneys. Over here, it goes down to the bladder. For guys, you have a prostate. If you're messed up upstream, you're going to be messed up downstream. Okay, that's how it works. So I found through Andreas Moritz, he has his kidney detox tea. And if you're in Asia, if you're in Taiwan specifically, okay, I will be able to put this together for y'all because I've been finding the herbs. I've been finding 5 of them here in Asia. I've been working with them, and I definitely noticed a significant improvement in my own, I would say, kidney health, urinary tract health, prostate health. So get the waste material out of the body. That's the common denominator. Today we talked about a lot of different topics. First, we focus on the digestive system, getting this whole thing cleaned out. Next, we talked about internal parasites, how many of us, very likely you have internal parasites, and you got to get rid of them on a regular basis. Okay, they're not just going to go away. And you got to improve what you eat going forward. You can't, like, I haven't been eating any raw sashimi and stuff like that for a long time. I just don't want to. I don't want to be adding more burden into my system. Next, we briefly discussed about liver cleanse. Okay, this is your gallbladder. How can you get the gallstones out of the body safely without medical procedure? And finally, we talked about kidney cleanse, how there are herbal teas that you can take on a regular basis that's going to help dissolve the kidney stones that you may currently have in your kidneys. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this presentation. You guys have any questions, you guys can hit me up on my socials. Click on my link tree. Okay, you guys can connect with me. At the very bottom, you can find my YouTube, find me on my Twitter, right? You can also email me here, but probably the easiest way for you to connect with me is hit me up on my DMs, okay? Get my programs, all right? Get the coaching call, right? If you have any questions, just fill out these questionnaires, hit me up on my DMs. Don't be shy. But thanks so much for watching this. You just check out my socials, see if you have any questions. Hey, I don't think people are here, but no worries, yep.